Last October we needed to get our narrowboat from Yorkshire to Manchester. We thought the easiest route across the Pennines would be the Huddersfield Narrow Canal, but boy were we wrong. The canal's just 20 miles long, but it has 74 locks on it. We've done this crossing 3 times before, so the number of locks didn't put us off. Our first issue was at the first lock, where we found stop planks across the canal. There's been problems with this pound draining for years and years, and it seems the solution at the time was to just shut the canal and only let boats through twice a week. So 24 hours later, we're finally on our way. Or so we thought. Before we'd even left the lock, we were being told that the canal above lock 4 was closed because of a dry pound above lock 5, and we'd have to wait another 24 hours for the water levels to recover. Now this didn't sound right to us, as the pound in question is only half a mile long, and in our experience, depending on the flow rate, the canal should be navigable again in a fraction of that time. We got our boat to just above lock 3, and we decided to send Michael ahead to see how bad the situation was, and thank goodness we did, because he found the empty pound full of water. I mean, it was down a couple of inches, but narrowboats have a really shallow draft, so there was more than enough water for perseverance. So we can continue on our way. A lot of the pounds on this canal are quite shallow, not because of the lack of water, but because they're so silted up. Add all the overgrown vegetation into the mix and they can be quite a challenge to navigate through. The towpath's actually closed for half a mile here at the moment due to a dangerous retaining wall next to it. The gates blocking the path have all been vandalised, which is why Michael was able to walk through. So I guess it was lucky that he was actually able to walk down the towpath to check on the supposedly empty pound, and he was even more lucky that the wall didn't collapse and squish him. This towpath's now been closed for just over 2.5 years in total, so the people of Huddersfield are really missing out on this wonderful resource, and it's just falling into more disrepair as time goes by. This canal is looking really scruffy, but what it needs more than anything is people to actually use it. Lock 5's also a sorry sight. It's really overgrown with vegetation and it's covered in rubbish. And this is the pound that we were told was dry. As you can see, there is more than enough water for Perseverance to carry on her journey. We're so lucky to be doing this trip at all. This canal was actually closed for 50 years and it only reopened again in 2001 thanks to the fundraising, campaigning and sheer hard work of some brilliant and determined people. Unfortunately, the Huddersfield Narrow Canal's been closed for navigation for most of this year due to the lack of water, so I don't know if any boats have made this trip at all this year. If you're local and want to show this canal some love, you could try contacting the Huddersfield Canal Society and donating or volunteering with them. I've also tried to search for a local Canal and River Trust volunteer team, but as far as I can see there isn't one. I could be wrong though, so check with them, and if you do want to volunteer with them, just speak to them anyway, and I'm sure they'd be grateful for the help and support. And if you're on a narrowboat, please put this canal on your bucket list. It isn't easy, but it's a really wonderful navigation and it's so worth the effort.